speak of education equity in terms of the economically disadvantaged. And there are enough people working in this space. Having been born and brought up in a small town, I've seen the conditions of small towns and villages with my own eyes. And I know there is a big underserved market there. See, in India, as you move from a big town, the quality of education and awareness dips exponentially. And 70% of India lives in its villages, talukas, and mufassil towns. This part of India is completely underserved in terms of excellent education. And this is the problem that we are committed to solve.
I see that a lot of solutions designed for education equity are designed for poverty. They are incremental efforts and they believe in the paradigm that something is better than nothing. Uh, now, I think I want to address this problem of low bar of excellence. It just does not really give an equal opportunity to all our children. Every student, irrespective of what economic background the child comes from, deserves an education that is excellent. Now, there are challenges in achieving this excellence, which is lack of resources, teacher capability. But these are things that we need to uh, design for and find solutions to. But these cannot be reasons for us to have lower benchmarks and targets. So, this pursuit of excellence is what we as a team are committed to.
The big challenge today in the education system is that most of the interventions that are being made are often either piecemeal or have a temporary impact because schools are a live ecosystem where the culture grows organically and the learning is an outcome of the complex activity that happens in school on a daily basis. So outside solutions have a very limited impact. What we are committed to do is we are trying to solve the problem of lack of good schools in villages by setting up and operating our own schools.
Designing for excellence has meant an interesting tightrope walk. On one hand, we have learned from the best in the world, whether it's our stints at Harvard, Finland, Singapore, or some of the top schools in the country. On the other hand, we need to contextualize the learning for our students, for our teachers, which is relevant and accessible to them. I think this balance has guided the development of our curriculum, our textbooks, our workbooks, and all the resources that we are providing to our students. And I feel good about what we have created, and I think we have a good shot at solving the problem.
A big challenge in school education is to go from one to many without diluting quality. When I was running ZLearn, we grew from 1 to 70 in 4 years, and I saw that relying on a human pyramid led to transmission loss and inconsistent execution. So now we've learned that scaling up education efforts requires a strong technology bedrock. We use technology to develop, disseminate, and execute our curriculum. Our central curriculum team develops the curriculum in our lead tech system, and our teachers use handheld devices to plan, execute, and assess. This ensures consistent quality across our schools, and I believe is our second big enabler to solve the problem of excellent education in small towns and villages.
Ultimately, it boils down to the teacher in her classroom with her set of students. And what we do is we hire locally and invest in micro training in addition to big classroom sessions. What that ends up doing is that it helps the teacher get a real feedback, and it's also practical. And also, it helps in developing their conceptual understanding of both pedagogy and the concepts. By following the lead curriculum continuously, what helps them do is build their capacity and at the same time build their capability. And that's the third pillar of the solution that we have to offer. I love the level of rigor that's involved in every task that we do.
I love the fact that we are working towards excellence.
Learning long lost, never liked, almost forgotten math concepts.
The commitment towards empowering students and the betterment of their future.
See my plans getting implemented on field and students learning hands-on due to that.
At Lead School, I really like the curriculum because it is designed specifically for small towns like Mangaon, and the curriculum is connected to life, it's blended.
The lesson plan, which is planned in three different ways, teacher-led, group discussion, and independent practice.
I can see the growth in the student. So that makes me really happy while seeing the growth of the student in lead school.
I love the freedom with which I work.
What I love about Lead Schools is the culture of openness and the immense amount of commitment that everybody in the team keeps to ensure that all children receive an excellent education.
I just love being part of the solution.
In fact, all the values of Lead School are personal values for me. But if I were to pick one, I think it will be integrity, the habit of honoring your word.
Integrity.
Integrity and empathy.
Empathy.
To me, empathy is dearest to me because through empathy we are able to understand children.
If I had to choose, empathy and integrity are the two values which are very close to my heart.
The value of growth mindset. The value of Lead School that resonates the most with me is growth mindset. Whoever you may be, you always become better with effort.
Of growth mindset, the way I look at challenges now versus the way I used to look at challenges before, there is a huge difference in that.
As a teacher, I like integrity, and if you ask me as a head of the school, I like all the 5.
Integrity. You are committed to your job. There are no excuses. You find a way around things.
All of Lead School values are personal values for me in my life. That being said, I think the one that resonates most with me is of impact. I think as a team, we are truly relentless in achieving our goal. We're constantly working and we never give up. One thing I've learned is that we don't need to have all the answers right at the beginning of the journey. With a growth mindset and persistence, we unearth a lot of answers as we go along.
Question everything.
How to take feedback very positively and not to get bogged down by it.
In the last 3 months, I've learned to balance my work and life and also sticking to my commitments.
So I have learned how to make students think creatively and do their write-ups.
I have learned to keep the fear away.
I think I've opened my mind to work with a wonderful team. A deeper and conceptual understanding and positive ability to receive feedback is something I will always attribute to the Lead School team.
What I have learned in the past 3 months are different strategies which can build more teacher accountability in school and different processes which can streamline the administrative work of the school.
One of the things is to see children how they learn inside classroom environment, and also other thing is the belief about how school system can create change in our society.
I've learned that knowing all the answers is not as important as asking the right questions, and then having the humility to learn from unexpected sources.